My name is Chris Behnke, and I am one of the co-founders of a company called Wired Success. Wired Success is a company that enables its clients to become more profitable than they believe to be possible through leveraging a few key technologies that help ensure that they're able to bring on the exact right fit in employees and staff to match perfectly with what they need to accomplish the specific goals that they're setting out to do. What hurdles? We have faced a lot of hurdles, especially in the last year. We've been trying to create and build foundation that we can then build a powerful, meaningful organization on top of. And as we've done that, we've been faced with a lot of distractions. Distractions in any startup can come in a lot of different ways, but in our case it's been the distraction of exactly what business model is going to be the most effective for right now. What things are truly part of a foundation and what things are just niceties and convenient. What things are going to actually impact the ability to grow the company quickly, and what things are kind of just an illusion of the ability to grow quickly. I think what a lot of things have caused us to trip a little bit here and there. I think any time that you focus too long without realizing it's time for a pivot, you can be tripped pretty easily. And I think that being able to identify when it's appropriate to shift and when it's appropriate to just keep going and going and going is a challenge. And I think a lot of companies will change too quickly, and they won't really push through when it gets difficult. And I think the opposite can easily happen, where they just keep going with their heads down and don't pay attention to the market around them and aren't able to make the adjustment they need to. And so, we've had some of that happen to us, and identifying that as well as possible and learning from those mistakes has been key to our growth and success. The resources that have made the biggest impact on us is really a two-part answer. There are technologies available today that just weren't even available even 2 or 3 years ago. And I think every business generation thinks that they're in the new economy and thinks they're in the time of the greatest change. And it's true for them in their particular business generation. What's different today is that there's all kinds of technical innovations and they're wonderful, but what's different now is that there's truly a new ability to reach anyone at any time across any platform, and that's never been available before. And it's not just a technology innovation, it's an ability to communicate and be heard if what you're talking about is important. And I think that as we try to understand how to use that and how to take advantage of the fact that now, if we have a message that's meaningful and powerful, people can grab hold of it, I think is a pretty big deal, and I think it's been great. I think it becomes easy to become distracted. Some of the benefits of having a small world where everything's connected and people can share ideas quickly and easily, I think it's easy to be distracted by some of those ideas and not be focused. And I think we're right at the edge of a couple of breakthroughs, and I think it's because we've been careful to make sure not become distracted. And it's pretty. I think there's a couple of things that are inspiring to keep going. I think one of the things that is important to us at Wired Success is creating an environment where not just companies, but people become more productive and useful in their work. I think that, you go anywhere and talk to anyone, they'll talk about how they hate their job, they can't wait for the weekend. Gallup says that over 70% of the American workforce is highly disengaged with their job. People don't like what they're doing, and they're in the wrong job. And I think we're in a unique position where we can actually help companies put the right people in the right seats, but also, as that happens, the people themselves have more meaningful lives. They like what they're doing, they get excited about it, and it creates an energy. I think I would do myself disservice if I said there was any one person that inspires me over another person. I think that there is just an amazing energy today that has never existed before that I see, that itself is inspiring. I think, me personally, I'm inspired a lot by my own family and just wanting to create a better world for them and create an environment where as they grow up, they can do work that's meaningful for them. And I think that that kind of collective energy of making things better and more fulfilling for people is inspiring.